Good morning, it's Rosa. I hope you had a good day yesterday. Yesterday I had like a nervous breakdown, so I took a break from all things computers. So what happened was basically I woke up to seeing woke up to seeing a seller on Instagram like sell out of something, and I was like, whoa, and that made me kind of envious, because I didn't expect them to sell out so quickly. And you never know. It could be like they could have just changed their website and they didn't actually sell out. You never know. But it still made me feel kind of like, why am I not having that kind of success like that person is? And they're pretty like new to Instagram. I'm not even on Instagram. But that's just a me thing, right? And then I also I joined a Facebook group recently. Like I think it was on like Saturday or Sunday, and it was focused on artists, and I was looking forward to like networking with people and stuff like that and seeing my own audience. But then so I get notifications on my phone from Facebook, and the first notification I got, so this is like around the same couple minutes, right? First notification I got was like someone putting down AI art, and it just blew up in the whole group. There were people going for it, people going against it. If you had a posting that was for it, people would start putting stuff inside of it to discount you, and it just blew up. I think there was like 7 different postings about AI art. And when you use these reference images that are AI and people want to put you into the same category as someone who produces AI art, it hurts you, because even though I'm using like oil pastels, I still feel that pain of someone getting mad at me because I don't just sketch out my ideas. I don't just write them out and I put them on a thing. But someone getting mad at me because my reference image isn't a sketch or something like that. And that's really depressing, and it's scary, and it hurts, and it makes you feel like unworthy. And I have extremely low self-esteem from my childhood and stuff like that. And I'm a very introverted person. I met my husband online when I was a teenager. And he really does lift me up a lot. I'm my only child, and my mother passed away, and she was a single mom. So I don't have much family. The only family I really have is my kids and my husband and my uncle. And that's it. My grandparents all passed away. So I'm like pretty much everything. And then because I had to get rid of that ex-best friend, and I had her thoughts in my head as well, all throughout the day, like saying how horrible I am and how worthless I am. And oh my gosh, it was hard. It was hard. So what I did is I did something that I really love doing, and that's like playing bingo. So I just chilled out, got some bingo, and played some bingo. And it relaxed, I don't know what it is, but it relaxed my mind. I'm not playing it to gamble. I'm just playing it just to play it, you know what I mean? Just to play it like you play with kids and stuff like that. And it was just fun, and it just relaxed me. And I felt like, I felt like yesterday was eye-opening because it wasn't like I didn't like what I'm working on, but it was like I felt like I was too much in my head to work on it. And it made me sad, you know? It made me sad to see that I wasn't doing well enough, but at the same time knowing that I shouldn't be doing well enough yet because it's just barely starting, you know what I mean? And that is like you push hard expecting something to catch in like 3 seconds, but that doesn't happen on a website when trust has to be built on a website. And I didn't remind myself of that, right? And then I was like praying actively, coming out of this like nervous breakdown, and I ended up getting another sale from eBay. And it made me really, it lifted me a lot. It is always that reminder, like, you have your resource, It might suck and you might be burnt out by it, but it does suck. And then I started figuring out, like, okay, what do I need to do during the summer? Because it's so slow and it's so frustrating because I have so many pieces and it's so slow, you know. And I looked at a couple of videos, and one guy was saying you either buy things, these are resellers, right? Not artist sellers, these are resellers. You either buy things that fit the now, or you buy things that fit the later and you let them age on your store. And the item that sold yesterday, and this is why I'm like mentioning it, it literally sold 3 months to the date. I made it on March 23rd and it sold June 23rd. And I was like, wow, that is crazy that it sold like that. I probably might not have been listed that day. You never know when it was listed. But I mean, like, for that to happen, it was like, okay. And then I started to think to myself, all right, what would make me happy then? So, long story short, when I was taking care of my mother, I was working on my master's degree as well as taking care of my kids and stuff like that. She was living with me and she was in hospice care. She was passing away. She had cancer, you know, and I was taking care of her horrible husband who I couldn't stand and whose family was not helping me. Anyways, one thing that kept me grounded, because I'm doing schoolwork, I'm taking care of my mother, I'm trying to give my kids as much attention as possible, I'm trying to take care of my husband and keep our relationship, all these things, and dealing with like family drama and stuff. The one thing that kept me grounded was a Christmas themed glue book. And this is in like July. I did this. July to, I think I finished it early freaking before Halloween, you know? And it kept me, and then I started another one. It kept me so grounded because I love Christmas stuff and I like the elements of it, like snowmen, all that stuff, right? So then I said, if eBay, like, people on YouTube are saying, you know, you can sell things for a different season and let them age, and I just had something age and sell right now, what if I make a Christmas, like some Christmas stuff for eBay? And that might get me out of this funk. And it really does feel like it could. I don't know if it will 100%, but it could help a lot. And that is always the goal, to not end up being stuck. So I made some reference images on AI for some really nice pieces. I think I made like, I made 4, right? I'm gonna make them this size because I have a lot of that paper, right? And I really don't feel like buying canvas art. I just don't feel like buying any canvases. When I have 18 by 24s, ready and willing. They're not going to end up being behind me because they're holiday themed. But I think that taking a break and like trying to get out of my eBay burnout bubble, which is really funny to say out loud, is really smart for me. And I think that I got so burned out and I put so much stress on myself to make every single website work when I forgot that I have to gain people's trust when there's no eBay behind it, when there's no marketplace behind me, you know? And I think that it's a slow burn. I have to acknowledge. I think I probably have acknowledged that in other videos, but I keep forgetting and not reminding myself that it's a slow burn. It's okay for it to take some time when there's no marketplace behind it, and that's okay, you know? But at the same time, I feel that envy towards drop shippers who can launch a product in like 24 hours and make bank. And it's just, it irks me, you know what I mean? But I'm not them. They're not me. And that's okay, all right? I think the biggest advice I have and encouragement is to keep moving forward and to not let the outside in to get all up in your face. I hate that I had a burnout yesterday, and I hate that I like blew up and stuff. But I also feel like that burnout needed to happen for me to realize that, okay, eBay is the right place. You just need to shift a little bit and to do your passion and not chase the trends that are there, because that's what we're taught. We're taught chase the trends, find out what's selling, and copy that and blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to do that. I want to do me. And so I'm going to create maybe a dozen Christmas themed pieces that are like that size, and enjoy each piece of it and enjoy each part of it, because I love Christmas. Literally, my son's born that month. And my plan is like when I wanted to get pregnant, because I wanted him born around Christmas. I think that we have to, as artists, let other people's success and other people's reactions not get to us so much. And I'm not gonna lie, yesterday was hard because it all piled on at one time, and I felt like I was the worst of the worst because I wasn't doing well. And then getting that eBay sale was like, no, you're doing well, but you just have to focus. So this is still up on sale, and it will remain up sale. And I think what I will do is, I think my intent is to put a lot more focus on that collection onto LinkedIn, and try to just do a bunch of LinkedIn postings and stuff like that, and build that trust through LinkedIn instead. Because I feel like I have that executive brain, I can really put it over there a lot more and not feel so childlike or anything like that. I think it should help a little bit more. We will see, but I don't want to give up on them while I do this. I think these Christmas pieces are more so like a you're okay, Rosa, you can do this. Like, you're okay. Like, you still got it kind of thing. And I think it will relax my soul and relax my mind and give me like the same, like, not only give me the same kind of pleasure that I had with my mother passing away, but it'll give me that that feeling of nostalgia and that feeling of like the holidays are just relaxing, you know, relaxing. So that's the plan. I always come up with plans, right? But yes, this one's still available. This one's still available. You know, we're gonna make some Christmas stuff. We're gonna have some jingle bells and some all that stuff. Bye for now.